Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Simplykay back with another video. Welcome back. As you can see, this is going to be a debt update for my student loan debt journey. If you are new, I hope that you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey boy, hey, we're gonna get right into this video. Just a nice brief update, what's been going on as far as my student debt and what our plans are for the future. So we're gonna hop right into it. Like I said before, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. So, as you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, I did post that, well, first of all, we know that I have a lot of student loan debt. Backstory for those who are new, I am a registered nurse. I went to school, undergrad, for 5 years. I graduated with my bachelor's of science in nursing with a minor in psychology. So I went to school for 5 years undergrad, and I have a lot of debt. I think I graduated with about probably like close to $135,000 of debt. So that is where we are today. I am currently in graduate school for my master's of nursing, and I am paying for that out of pocket. So if you follow me, you've seen that like I'm about almost halfway through schooling for that, and I have paid it all, managed to pay it all out of pocket, no issues there, but just no more loans. So basically I have private loans with salliemae. I have a Parent Plus loan that's underneath my dad, and I have federal loans that are probably around, I have a whole debt video, like debt confession video, where you'll find like the exact numbers there. But I have those three basic categories of debt. So I wanted to go in and just bring you guys through what's been going on since this year began. So this is a snapshot of, let's see, this is a snapshot of my annual debt payment tracker for 2022. So in January, so before January, I had a nice loan payment in like the end of November that was like $1,000 something. And then the 1st of January, I paid $600 towards salliemae. I have 3 separate loans for salliemae, so I was working on one at a time. I am doing the debt snowball method, so I'm working from the smallest balance up until they are gone. So I paid on that first loan $600 on the 1st, and then on the 14th I paid $1,315. And then in February, I only did $300, but it's just like everything counts. Even if it was only a little bit, I still put something towards it. That is kind of like what my goal is for just paying off debt. Anything towards it, even if it's $50, $25, $10, anything. Like anything towards the debt is good. So in March, we have an exciting time. So I was able to scrap up some extra money, and I paid $500 on March 11th, and then I paid off the balance of my first salliemae loan on March 25th, and I paid $1,914.87. Now, as you guys know, if you have student loans, while you're in school, you go back to school, whether it's undergrad or graduate school, your loans go into deferment, which means that they're not asking for you to pay them because they understand that you're in school. So while I'm on that pause, my goal is to pay off my salliemae, even though I don't have to, because even if I wasn't in grad school, they have been extending the loans for the federal loans, and I wish that I could pay them off because they have no interest right now, but salliemae is not going anywhere. Salliemae will never get forgiven. Like, there's just basically no hope with salliemae. So that is my first priority. So while I'm in school, I'm lucky enough to work at a job that offers tuition reimbursement. So they are giving me a lump sum of money each year to go towards my tuition. So based on the amount of hours I work. So for example, I work 72 hours. Nurses work 12-hour shifts, but as you guys know, I work a little bit of 8s. So like a mix of 12 and 8s, but the total is 72 hours. And they cover $4,500 a year towards my tuition reimbursement. So I'm able to turn in paperwork after my classes are over and receive the money back as long as it stays within the $4,500. So the way that I'm doing my classes, I'm doing one at a time, but 2 for a semester. And that has been working great. It's not too much, but it's like a little annoying sometimes, but it's not too much. So basically they'll pay for 3 of my classes that I take throughout the year. So this year I'm only doing, I'm only gonna do 4 classes this year total. So I'll only be paying for 1 class really like by myself. And they don't even cover the whole cost, because when I submit, like, one of my classes is $1,500. I submit the payment, and then, you know, everything gets taxed. So what they get back to me is a little bit around like $1,200, $1,300. So then when I get that money back in my check, that's what I put towards these loans. So even though I'm taking the money out of my account and I'm paying for the schooling, I'm not necessarily paying for my grad school, like I am, but I'm getting that money back and then using it for my student loan debt. So it's kind of like a big circle. Like, I'm paying it, but I'm getting it back, and then I'm using it towards the loans that I already have. So it's actually an amazing thing. Like, if you have a job that will offer you tuition reimbursement, I really suggest looking into it, because any amount helps. Because my whole thing is, I just don't want to be in debt anymore. I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of my checks being stolen from me, and everything I work hard for has to get paid, has to go to this debt. So that is basically how I do everything. Because everything's deferred with the income that I do have, I do not disclose my income because I just would like to keep that to myself. But with my income, I do have enough to pay for my loans usually. So before, when I first graduated, and like before all this stuff with COVID and pandemic, and before they stopped us from having to make payments on our loans, I was paying my salliemae loan, my Parent Plus loan, and I was paying my federal loans all at the same time. So all 3 of those a month was a good, like, maybe $1,200. So all that money that I was using to pay for loans, I'm now just targeting to salliemae. Now, if I have any like bills or anything that needs to be addressed, then I don't use the full amount. But just so you guys would be like, where is all that money coming from? The money I am using to pay my salliemae loans was the money that I already was paying all my student loans with. So it's just, I'm attacking one section of my loans rather than dispersing it to all 3, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm doing. Each month I am separating out what I've paid, making sure to keep track of it. I put a nice paid off for this one. So now we're going to be starting salliemae loan number 2. And y'all, I have some goals, okay? I have some goals. Just like, it sounds crazy, but hey, anything is possible. God can do anything. So this is just another, I never even filled this one out. I really don't like this one too much, so we'll skip over that. But this is the other sheet that I pretty much use. So I'll zoom you in a little bit more. So this was the first loan from salliemae. In the beginning of the year, the total was $2,686.64, and I put that I paid it off on March 25th. So the next salliemae loan, we're calling salliemae number 2. Just keeping it simple. This was the total amount when the year started, but as you know, interest is just, it's just going to be interest. So I'm going to pull up what it is now. I believe it's 15,000 something. Let's see. So just paying that one off though, like if you follow me on Instagram, y'all know I was hyped. Like, you couldn't tell me anything that day. You just really could not. So salliemae number 2, as of today, today's April 8th, this balance is $15,057.08. So we've had some interest since January to now, which is obviously, of course. So that is my next target. even though the Sallie Mae number 3 is more and has a higher interest rate, I'm just sticking to the debt snowball method, and I am doing it by the smallest number to the biggest number, and we'll just go from there because it makes me feel good when I can knock down these numbers. So I've been praying about a lot of things in regards to paying these off, and I feel like I know what I'm gonna do. It is gonna take a lot of sacrifice on my behalf, but it's just something I have to mentally do because it's gonna be what's best for me and my future and my family and all that. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be what's best. I'm gonna have to sacrifice because that's what people do when they are trying to get after their goals. Sometimes you have to do things or stay in things when you don't really want to. So to elaborate, I really don't want to continue working full-time. You know, my whole goal is when I finish school to be able to teach and do that and like be more involved in like what I really want to do. But I have to buy my time, and I have to, you know, understand that in due time I will be where I want to be. At one point, where I am now is where I wanted to be. So just being content in where I am now and being thankful and grateful for the opportunities that I have and continue to get. I just have to change that mindset because it's very easy to be like, just keep going after like what you want to do next, But just being grateful and being like, there was a time where I just wanted to get to the point where I am now. And now that I'm here, I'm ready to go and move on and be doing something else, but it's all a plan. So it's gonna take a lot of sacrifice, and I hope that it shows through everything that you guys see me doing with paying these off, because I said I want to be debt free by 30, and I'm not playing with you guys. Like I'm not playing. People know that I will not be going out. I will not be spending money for no reason. Like, I'm on a tight budget because I have goals, and I do not want to have any debt at 30. Maybe like my car payment, that's it. I don't want any student loans at 30. So whatever I gotta do these 5 years, I'm gonna do it. So then later on I can just be relaxing in my 30s, chilling. So this is another sheet. I just kept track of the same thing on that first page. When I paid, what I paid, and what the balance was, and then this one we paid off. So it's like, look how little, everything adds up, and I paid it off. So now we're gonna go into Sallie Mae number 2. We are taking off the month of April because I have some home improvement expenses that I have to pay for the summer because we're getting a fence. We had work done in the back already previously. So I'm trying to pay off some things and then get ready for the start of some other expenses, because we want to be able to have our yard be how we want it for the summer and enjoy our space. And you know, I'm a very outdoorsy girl. I love being outdoors. So for the month of April, we will not be making any payments towards Sallie Mae, but during May, best believe, we're attacking. And if I can find some extra money in April to put aside, then I will, but it's just not looking like I'm gonna have any extra money by the end of April to put towards Sallie Mae. Like my budget is just super duper tight right now. So that is basically my update. Look how beautiful my planner is. I got this from, I saw it on Instagram actually. It's I don't want to tell you what it is. Okay, Papers by Jessica Ann. I didn't want to tell you what it was and then it'd be the wrong thing. But this is my favorite budget binder. I don't think I will ever use another budget binder ever. Budget planner, budget binder, whatever. It is big enough for me. It has every month. I'm gonna just show you guys because I got this planner and I hopped right into it. So I didn't even like do like a little video, but I'm like, hey, I'll show you guys if you want to keep watching. So the first page is monthly intentions, planning ahead. So you do your money goals, wellness goals, what stands in your way, which I love because your girl be lazy and procrastinating. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know I procrastinate writing all my papers for school, but that part is where I need to, what's standing in my way is usually me and my procrastination. My motivators, then you have my prayer requests. I love that. I love when planners incorporate scripture and Christian like I just love it when I don't have to have different things. Like everything is in this planner. And then you have a notes section, and then affirmations, kind words to myself. You get a nice monthly view. And then there's scriptures at the top of every page. I freaking love it. It makes me so happy to just see those, like, glance upon them when I'm looking at my monthly thing. Then the weekly spreads are week of, and it has a habit tracker, which I love this. I love that it's right here for me. It's so easy to check off. I've never had anything be so easy in my life. And I've always, like, I need to track my habits. I need to track, like, my workout days. Like, this just makes it so much easier. A gratitude section, which is something that I'm really trying to work on being better at. And then you have your days of the week. And then you have a grocery list, y'all. A grocery list. Notes, and then your self-love this week, like I'm trying to work on my self-care, y'all know that. And then you have to do, and then a little section. So sometimes I do my scriptures for the day, or like where I'm doing my scripture readings. And then I saw that she does, a lot of people who use this on Instagram, they'll do like how much they spend in a day. There's a whole bunch of ways you can use this, so I have to play around and see which way I like best. But right now I use it for my scriptures. And then it's the same thing, the weekly spread. And then you get into your budget part, and it's a paycheck tracker. And it has everything you need: fixed bills, debt payments, income, variable bills, my savings, and then notes. And then you can put needs and wants. Like, it's just so simple. And then you have an expense tracker. And then you have a couple of these pages. So I use some as a draft, and I use some as my final. And then at the end of the month, you have a monthly review. So you can do your month, total income, your categories, what you budgeted, what you actually spent, what you're proud of, grateful for, improvements to make, focus for next month, any goals you reached, and then lessons learned. So it's just freaking amazing. I love it. I'm very minimal. So this is my April spread, just so you guys can like see how it is. So I do a nice little quote, April, what I want to do, money goals, what stands in my way, my prayer requests, little notes, and then I put, we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are, because that's kind of like where I'm at this month. So just wanted to show you guys that, because I will never get another budget planner again, period. Like, this is it. This is all I've been looking for forever. So I just want to say that is all that I have for you guys for this video. If you stayed and watched this little mini, whatever you want to call it, it's not an unboxing, but flip through of my budget planner, thank you for watching. And I'm just so excited to get this debt gone, y'all. Can't take it anymore. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay up to date with me, because we are out here. We are doing this by 30, y'all. And if before, that would be even great. So even better if I can get it done before 30. So just thank you guys for holding me accountable, for being here and being a part of my journey, and just motivating me, because this budget community and all you guys who comment and engage in my content, it really makes all the difference. It makes me want to keep going after my goals and just knocking this debt down and just becoming financially free. So thank you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.